Hi students, this is Madhavi Madam Chemistry. Today we'll continue our solutions topic. So continuation of types of solutions, that is classification of solutions. Okay, before going to our session, if you like my video, please subscribe and share, like my video. Okay, let us go for our session. So that is classification of solutions. Okay, so classification of solutions. Already in before session we discussed what is solution basing on the number of components. How many types of solutions we discussed. Today in this session we'll discuss about classification of solutions. So here we have four major classifications are there in the solutions. How many classifications? We have four major classifications are there in the classification of solutions. So first one is classification based on physical state of solute and solvent. Classification based on physical state of solute and solvent, that is the first classification. And then classification based on quantity of solute in the solution. Okay, that is the second classification. And classification based on relative amount of solute. Okay now, so classification based on relative amount of solute. So that is the third classification of solutions. And then classification of solutions depending upon the solvent. Classification of solutions depending upon the solutions, depending upon the solvent. Okay, so here we have four different classifications for classification of solutions. Let us see first classification, that is the classification based on physical state of solute and solvent. Physical state of solute and solvent. Already we know that states of matter we have majorly. Majorly we have five states of matter is there, but existence of matter in only in three states: solids, liquids, and gaseous. Okay, so basing on the physical state of solute and solvent. Solute means the smaller quantity component present in the solution, and solvent means the larger quantity component present in the solution. Okay, so basing on the physical state of solute and solvent, majorly this first classification of solutions again divided into three major types, that is gaseous solutions and liquid solutions and solid solutions. This is based on the component of solvent. What is the physical state? In this case, gaseous solution, three cases will take gas as a solvent. What we will take? Gas as a solvent. And liquid solutions we can take liquid as a solvent. And solid solutions we can take solid as a solvent. So basing on these physical state of solute and solvent, majorly three types of solutions. In these three types also we are subdividing into another three. Totally 9 types of solutions. Okay, so let us go for gaseous solutions. In gaseous solutions, solvent as gas. What is the solvent is gas. Okay, in these three cases, gas only we can take as a solvent. And first case, gas as a solute. Second case, liquid as a solute. Third case, solid as a solute. Okay, so what is the example of a gaseous solution? Majorly gas in gas type, means solute is gas and solvent also gas. So that is gas in gas type. Generally we are seeing air. Okay, so air is nothing but different gaseous mixture. Air is nothing but gaseous mixture. Different gases are present. You take nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide, different argon, inert gases, all are present. So in this majorly if you take air is example for gas and gas type. Otherwise you can take oxygen into gas. Okay, now why we are saying as nitrogen particularly means nitrogen particularly means in the air the major component is nitrogen, means the larger quantity one what is the gas is nitrogen. That's why oxygen in nitrogen. Okay, we can say as oxygen in nitrogen. Yes or no? Okay, now oxygen smaller quantity one solute which is the gas, and a nitrogen larger quantity one which is a solvent in gas type of solution. Let us go for liquid in gas type, means liquid as a solute and solvent as a gas. So here chloroform mixed with N2 gas. What is that? Chloroform mixed with N2 gas. So here chloroform is a liquid. You know, chloroform generally used in the operations, C-sections, anesthesia will use. Okay, so that chloroform they will mix with N2 gas and they will inject to the patients who will undergo further surgeries, C-sections, all operations. Okay, so like that we will remember the liquid in gas type. Example, chloroform mixed with the N2 gas. Chloroform mixed with N2 gas. Then solid in gas type. Solid in gas type, here camphor in N2 gas. Camphor in N2 gas means we are doing while puja, you know, karpooram. Yes, that is called as camphor. So camphor in N2 gas is example for the solid in the gas type. What is that, ma? Solid in the gas type. Okay, now so these are the sub classification of solutions and gaseous solutions. So why we are calling as gaseous solutions means in these three cases gas only is taken as a solvent. So here N2 only gas we are taking as a solvent, a larger quantity one as a gas. Okay, next coming to the second type of solutions in the classification 1. So that is liquid solutions. The solution in which we are always taken as a liquid as a solvent. What, ma? Liquid as a solvent. Such type of solutions are called liquid solutions. In this also we will change the state of solute. Okay, first case gas, second case liquid, third case solid. Okay, so in gas in liquid type solution, what is the example? We'll drink sodas, no? Yes or no? Soda, cool drinks, soft drinks, all like this. So O2 in water generally. Yes, aquatic animals, how they are surviving means oxygen in water only, they are taking oxygen. Yes or no? So O2 in water, example for gas and liquid. Okay, O2 is a solute gas and liquid is water, larger quantity one. Okay, then CO2 in water. Yes or no? CO2 means carbon dioxide. We are drinking no soda water, nothing but normal sodas, cool drinks, all. So they will dissolve, they will pass the carbon dioxide gas. Okay, so that is also example for gas in liquid type. And then liquid in liquid type. Ethanol in water. Both are liquids. But one is a smaller quantity one, solute, and another one is larger quantity one, solvent. Okay, ethanol in water is example for liquid in liquid type. What is that, ma? Liquid in liquid type. And then solid in liquid type. Okay, so generally we are drinking no soda, sugar in water, salt water, yes or no, sugar water, sugar solution, nothing but yes or no, salt water, glucose in water. In summer season, okay, to get the energy, we drink glucose water. Okay, now that glucose water also example for solid in liquid type. Okay, we'll discuss now further roles la no. So solid in liquid type only we'll discuss. Okay, so solid in liquid type, example sugar in water, salt in water, glucose in water. So these are called as liquid solutions. Okay, next coming to the solid solutions. Okay, now so in this solid solution, solid only taken as a solvent. The state of solvent is in this type of solid solution solid only. And what about solute means in one case gas will take as a solute, another case liquid, another case solid. So example for gas in solid type. Okay, so hydrogen adsorbed on palladium. Okay, now so hydrogen is a gas that is adsorbed on palladium. Palladium is a metal. So on that metal, so for example this is a PD metal, na? This is palladium metal. How that H2 will adsorb? Like this, adsorb means adhere. Okay, now adsorb. Okay, so hydrogen adsorbed, hydrogen like this. So this is the solvent as a metal palladium, and this is a H2, how that is adsorbed on the palladium. So that is example for gas in solid type, H2 adsorbed on palladium. This liquid in solid type, here solid content only more, solid as a solvent. Liquid in solid type means we know that mercury is a liquid metal. Yes or no? Mercury is a liquid metal. So mercury in gold, generally any metal with mercury is called as amalgams. Any metal with mercury, what is the name? Amalgams. So here we can say as this is gold amalgam. Okay, now so mercury with the gold, that is mercury gold amalgam. Mercury with zinc amalgam. Mercury with sodium sodium amalgam. Okay, so like that all the amalgams are comes under liquid in solid type. Okay, now what is the type of solutions? Basic is solid solutions and the Liquid and solid types of solutions are majorly mercury in gold, mercury in zinc, mercury in sodium. Let us next last one, that is solid and solid type. In this case, both solute and solvent both are solids only. Okay now. So where we are seeing in our daily life, if you see here, for example, in our home, brass, bronze, yes, and we are wearing what gold, yes, 24 carat gold we are not wearing. Okay, so on that, why we are not wearing? Because that is a soft one. We can't make the ornaments with the 24 carat gold. So 24 carat gold now we are using to make the ornaments, means on that they will add another metal like copper or silver. Okay, so they will mix the gold with the copper or silver. Okay, 24 carat gold means 22 parts gold and 2 parts copper or silver, that is called as 24 karat gold. So here a gold is an example for a solid and solid type. Gold means Au with the Cu or Ac, like that. Alloys, what is the meaning of alloy? Alloy is nothing but mixture of metals. What is the meaning of alloy? Alloy is nothing but mixture of metals. So here in a home also we'll use brass, bronze. Brass is the mixture of two metals, that is Cu and Zn. Okay, Cu and Zn, that is called as brass, and Cu and Sn, that is called as branch. So these are the examples of solid and solid type. So this is the first classification, the classification based on physical state of solute and solvent. Okay, so let us go for yes. Then third, second class, first classification completed. Let us go for a second classification, that is classification based on quantity of solute. Classification based on quantity of solute. So basing on the quantity of solute, we have three types of solutions are there. One is unsaturated solution. Okay, unsaturated solution. Second one is saturated solution. Okay, third one is supersaturated solution. Basing on the classification based on quantity of solute, we have three types: unsaturated solution, saturated solution, supersaturated solution. What is unsaturated solution? What is unsaturated solution? Okay, so what is unsaturated solution means? More solute can be dissolved at given temperature and pressure. More solute can be dissolved at given temperature and pressure is called unsaturated solution. For example, here we have to take one beaker. Take one beaker. In this, we have to take a few ml of water. Maybe 100 ml of water. If you take 100 ml of water, you have to take. So in this, you have to add one spatula of sugar. First, we have to add one spatula of sugar. So what will happen? Sugar is a solute that will dissolve in this water. Again, you have to add one more spatula of sugar, that also will dissolve. Again we'll add one more spatula of sugar, that is also will dissolve. Okay, again you have to add one more spatula of sugar, that is also will dissolve. So means this is called, what is a solution? That is unsaturated solution of sugar and water. Unsaturated solution means more solute can be dissolved at given temperature and pressure. More solute can be dissolved at given temperature and pressure, that is called as unsaturated solution. Okay, next second one, saturated solution. Okay, for this unsaturated solution only we have to add again and again. What will happen? That sugar will not dissolve and that will be settled on the bottom like this. So that is called as a saturated solution. That is called as saturated. What is the meaning of saturated? Saturated means no more solute can be dissolved at given temperature and pressure. So that is called as a saturated solution. No more solute can be dissolved at given temperature and pressure. So that is called as a saturated solution. Okay now. Then what is supersaturated, Nana? So if you heat this saturated solution, if you heat this one by using Bunsen burner or a spirit lamp, so what will happen? These more solute can be dissolved. Okay, so then that is called as what we can supersaturated solution. Okay now. So means more solute can be dissolved by increasing the temperature and pressure. More solute can be dissolved by increasing the temperature and pressure. So that is called as supersaturated solution. Okay now. So this is the second classification. So that is classification based on quantity of solute. Three solutions are there. One is unsaturated solution, saturated solution, supersaturated solution. Unsaturated solution means more solute can be dissolved at given temperature and pressure. So that is called as unsaturated solution. Okay, what is a saturated solution? Saturated solution means no more solute can be dissolved at given temperature and pressure. So that is called as a saturated solution. Okay, if you increase the temperature and pressure, more solute can be dissolved. So that is called as supersaturated solution. So this is the second classification. So we have completed classification 1 and classification 2. Let us go for classification 3. Okay, so classification 3. So classification based on relative amount of solute. So third classification based on relative amount of the solute. Okay, this is also based on solute only. Okay, so here are two types of solutions based on relative amount of solute. One is dilute solutions, the other one is concentrated solutions. Dilute solutions and concentrated solutions. Okay, dilute solutions means solutions contains relatively small quantity of solute. Okay, dilute solutions means the solutions which contains relatively small quantity of solute, means very less quantity of solute is present in the solution. Such type of solutions are called as dilute solutions. In our lab, we'll use some dilute solutions. Yes or no? What are the dilute HCl, dilute HNO3, yes or no? Dilute hydrochloric acid, dilute nitric acid, dilute sulfuric acid, like that we'll use. So on that a small quantity of acid is there, yes or no? Okay, that is not dangerous for us. Okay, so the solutions relatively small quantity of solute is present. Such solutions are called dilute solutions. Okay, then second one in this relative amount of solute only, that is second one, concentrated solutions. Here relatively small quantity of solute means here relatively large quantity of solute. Okay, the solutions which contains relatively large quantity of solute are called concentrated solutions. The solutions which contains relatively large quantity of solute are called concentrated solutions. Example, concentrated HCl, concentrated HNO3. So these we have to deal with those concentrated solutions very carefully. Yes sir. Okay, while dealing with activities also, they will say teacher assistance in the lab, all maximum activities. Okay, so dilute solutions and concentrated solutions. Dilute solutions means a relatively small quantity of solute is present, whereas concentrated solutions means relatively large quantity of solute is present. Dilute HCl, dilute HNO3, concentrated HCl, concentrated HCl. Okay, so this is the third classification of solutions, and let us the last classification, that is the fourth one, classification depending on the solvent. So basing on the solvent also they classify the solutions, aqueous solutions and non-aqueous solutions depending upon the solvent. In aqueous solutions only water act as a solvent. Okay now, so which one will taken for aqueous solution? Only water act as a solvent. Such solutions are called aqueous solutions. Example, if you take aqueous NaCl, okay, aqueous KCl, means okay, we are dissolving the solid in a water. Yes or no? Water only taken as a solvent. Such solutions are called as aqueous solutions. Okay, so water act as solvent. Such solutions are called aqueous solutions. What about non-aqueous solutions? Non-aqueous solutions means other than water act as a solvent. Means we should not use water as a solvent. We'll use other than water, we'll use as a solvent. For example, alcohol used as a solvent, CCl4 used as a solvent, CHCl3 used as a solvent, C6H6 used as a solvent. Alcohol, ethyl alcohol, okay, and carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, okay, benzene form na C6H6. So if you use these as a solvents, those are called as non-aqueous solutions. For example, if you take cough syrups, Nana, cough syrup. So in cough syrups, we'll use alcohol as a solvent. Okay, alcohol as a solvent. So if you use water as a solvent, those are called as aqueous solutions. If you use other than water as a solvent like alcohol, CCl4, carbon tetrachloride, chloroform, okay, benzene, so those that solutions are called as non-aqueous solutions. So totally we have 4 classifications are there. So first classification based on physical state of solute and solvent. Okay, gaseous solutions, liquid solutions, solid solutions. They're again subdivided into 3, 3, 3, 9. Okay, and second classification based on quantity of the solute. Okay, so that is saturated, unsaturated, supersaturated solution. And the third classification based on relative amount of the solute, that is dilute solutions, concentrated solutions. And fourth one, classification depending upon the solvent, aqueous solutions, non-aqueous solutions. This is very important in class 12 CBSE. They are asking for 1 mark or 1 mark as a objective, or 2 mark, 3 mark, like that they are asking. Very important. If you like my video, please share, subscribe. Thank you.